Welcome to Top 10 Archive. With all the tragedies going on today that are caused by humans, it's nice to have animals to look at for positive inspiration. In today's installment, we'll attempt to find the 10 most selfless, heroic, and admirable stories of animals saving humans. Number 10. Todd Endris saved by dolphins. There are many stories pertaining to dolphins rushing to the aid of a human being, especially when they're attacked by a shark. This just so happens to be one of those stories. In August of 2007, recreational surfer Todd Endris was attacked suddenly by a great white shark at the protected beach, Marina State Beach, California. The shark attacked as he was laying belly down on his surfboard, protecting his vital organs, but flaying the skin from his back like a self-described banana peel and chewing the leg to the bone. It was at this point a pod of bottlenose dolphin appeared, forming a circle of protection around Endris and preoccupied the shark while he could make his way back to the shore. Number 9. Yang Yun saved by whale. In 2009, a 26-year-old free diver by the name of Yang Yun was competing in a free diving contest in a beluga whale tank. The contest didn't allow a breathing apparatus, and the water was dropped to Arctic temperatures in more than 20 feet or 6-meter deep tanks. When Yun attempted to head back to the surface, her legs would cramp, leaving her unable to ascend. It was at this point the beluga, Mila, would swim to the rescue of the would-be drowning victim. Grasping Yun's leg in her mouth, Mila pushed Yun to the surface and subsequently to safety. Number 8. Austin Forman saved by dog. It seems that this family couldn't have picked a better name for their family dog, Angel. When Austin Forman was collecting wood for his home in Boston Bar, British Columbia, a cougar saw him as an easy target and charged the boy. That's when Angel leapt to the rescue, intercepting the cougar, giving Austin the time to run into the house. Austin's mother tried to calm the frantic youngster so she could understand him. What she got was, "There's a cougar eating Angel." The mother then called the police, where a nearby officer was able to respond in time to kill the cougar. Angel suffered some pretty severe damage, but thanks to the care of veterinarian Jack Anvik, she survived. Number 7. Small child saved by gorilla. For those of you who remember 1996, perhaps you remember a tale of the female gorilla, Binti Jua, as she protected a 3-year-old boy who fell into the enclosure at Brookfield Zoo. No? Well, it happened on August 16th. The child got away from his mother and fell 18 feet, or about 5.5 meters, injuring his head in the process. 7 gorillas happened to be in the habitat that day, but one gorilla, a then 7-year-old female with a baby of her own, gathered up the child, placing it by a door for zookeepers, meanwhile protecting the kid from the other interested gorillas. Number 6. Lions save 12-year-old girl. In a strange turn of events in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, a small pack of lions came to the aid of a 12-year-old girl. The young girl was abducted before being beaten by 7 men, who apparently were trying to force her into marriage. She was missing for a week before she would be found by police on the outskirts of Beta Gannett. The lions found the girl, attracted by her cries, with speculation that the lions thought it was an endangered cub. Reports say that she was guarded by the lions for the better part of a day, after which they departed back into the wild. Number 5. Kevin Hines saved by sea lions. Kevin Hines suffers with a mental illness coupled with severe bouts of depression. He thought he would end it all by jumping from the Golden Gate Bridge, as many others have done in the past. Immediately after jumping, Kevin said he felt regret as he fell, though far too late. Miraculously, he survived the fall, and that's when he felt something bumping against his legs. Fearing it to be a shark, he began kicking his legs, only to quickly realize it was a sea lion. Kevin said, "I really thought it was a shark, and I thought it was going to take off a leg, and I was panicking. And then it just didn't. It just kept circling beneath me. I remember floating atop the water and this thing just bumping me up." Number 4. Joanne Alston saved by Lulu the pig. Joanne Alston was struck with a heart attack one day while left alone in her mobile home with just the family dog and a heroic Vietnamese pot-bellied pig, Lulu. With her beloved owner and family member dying on the floor, Lulu the pig forced her way through the gate of the yard, where witnesses report she would wait until a car approached and then would walk into the road and lay down in front of the oncoming vehicle, and continued to do so for roughly 45 minutes until a young man stopped and followed her to the home. The young man called the paramedics, and at the end of the day, everyone survived, and Lulu got her favorite snack of all, a jelly-filled donut. Number 3. Noel Osborne saved by goat. Noel Osborne, a 78-year-old Australian farmer, was knocked into a literal load of bull crap by one of his cows. Typically, this was not much of an issue. However, a man his age could and did break his hip on the landing, leaving him unable to get up. Luckily for Noel, he was located by his dog Mandy and his goat, also named Mandy. The animals would lay with him at night to keep him warm, and the nanny goat kept him fed and hydrated by supplying milk. Noel was stuck there for 5 days until some friends finally arrived at his house and discovered him. Number 2. Baby saved by Parrot. It's no secret that parrots are smart. Sometimes they're too smart for their own good. In this case, however, Willie the Quaker parrot knew exactly what to say. When owner Megan Howard heard Willie shrieking "Mama" and "Baby" over and over, she made haste to the room to find her toddler choking on her breakfast. Megan administered the Heimlich maneuver to her child, saving her life. Willie was given a new title, being stamped with Clever Willie, and was even awarded the Animal Lifesavers Award by the Red Cross for his courageous squawking. Number 1. Stray dog saves stray baby. Dogs are called man's best friend for a reason. That reason being, even when people turn their back on the dog is still there for their people. This is ever so evident when a stray dog saved the life of an abandoned infant that she came across in the forest. The stray dog found the baby girl in a plastic bag. So she brought the girl back to her litter of puppies she had birthed in Agre Imwalimu's shed, where she continued to guard the infant until Agre found and took the child to Kenyatta National Hospital. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. If you'd like to see more videos like this, be sure to visit and sign up with our friends at Geek Fuel by using our affiliate link found in the description section. For just $20 a month, you'll receive at least $50 worth of geeky stuff that you'll actually use. Each box comes with a t-shirt you'll actually want to wear and a free Steam game download, usually valued at $10 or more. Don't miss out on this monthly box that Stan Lee himself endorses. Be sure to subscribe to our channel to keep updated on more lists like these, box openings, and giveaways. A chameleon walks into a bar, gets the bartender's attention. Bartender says, "Oh, sorry, didn't see you." An amoeba walks into the bar. Bartender says, "Pay the tab before you split." A duck walks into a bar with a bunch of friends, but all his friends ditch him. Bartender says, "I guess the bill's on you." A goat walks into a bar. Bartender says, "We don't serve kids."